In this video, we are going to discuss about service level management real-time example. So, what are the main activities of service level management? The following table lists the activities of this process, and these activities may include managing business relationships. So, managing the business relationship between the vendors as well as internal teams, and also the customers and the organization. So, tracking changing business needs. So, they track changing the business needs as per the requirement, and also create the service catalog. Based on the requirements, they create the service catalog, that means about the services, supporting products, escalations, terms and conditions, etc. Defining operation level agreements. So, they define the operational level agreements which are between the service desk as well as with the operational internal IT teams. Defining underpinning contracts. This is between the internal IT teams and also the vendors who support the internal IT teams. So, coming to SLAs. SLA, service level agreements, are between the service desk manager as well as with the business users. So, you can clearly see in the next diagram, if we take an example of a company by the name Woodgrew, who is looking for end-to-end desktop services. So, the business users, if they find any problem in the services or if there is any service disruption occurred to them, they log a ticket via email or through a phone call to the service desk, and then the SLA comes into picture. So, SLA is between the desktop service manager and the business users. So, there are two kinds of SLAs. The first one is response SLA, the second one is resolution SLA. So, here in the first instance, the response SLA should be met as per the defined between the business users and the desktop manager or the organization. So, after that, if the desktop service desk desktop services doesn't solve the problem in the first instance, then it will be routed to the network team, Active Directory team, security team, etc. based on the issue, and here comes the picture of OLA, operational agreement. So, that based on the response or resolution, here also the network or AD team or security team to respond to the user by the resolution, or if there is any hardware problem to the network devices, then underpinning contracts with the vendor will comes into picture. So, the SLA is defined based on the requirements and based on the guidelines given or signed by the customer organization and the organization supporting the IT services, and the same happens here with the internal teams and the service desk team, and also with the vendor and the network team. The underpinning contracts is defined based on the requirement, and also the time is mentioned there clearly, so that these SLA, OLA and UC are met as per the organization standards to provide the service to the business users without any disruption. And here we see about the service level management consistently supporting the IT services to be improved in future by meeting these SLA, OLA and underpinning contracts.